Another great day. I think I did about 43,000 on Thursday or Friday, which on top of the 35,000 I did earlier that week, that leaves me at about $75,000 on the week. I think that's my biggest crypto week to date. So far, we're still in Jakarta at the Four Seasons Hotel. You know, I'm just ready to go home. I want to go surf. Jakarta's all right. I went out on Friday, went to Sky Bar, had a few drinks. You know, I still feel like shit. And so I just want to go home. 5 days in quarantine. What the fuck was that? We got people out here, and it's interesting to be in the Four Seasons up here in a suite and then seeing how different life is when you cross that river, right? The wealth gap that is there. And it's sad to see, but it doesn't mean that I'm having a better day than these people. Look how much fun these kids are having out there. They're in the water, having a blast. I'm here sitting in my hotel room. Just because I made some money doesn't mean my life and my mental happiness is better than theirs, which a lot of people don't understand. You know, money doesn't buy happiness. What buys happiness is jumping in an unsanitary river with your homies. Maybe I should go join them because I'm just up here in this stupid hotel working, right? And working isn't always fun, and I tend to work more than I should. So let's continue doing that for you guys, and I'll show you what the trades were and how things are looking going forward from here.
From making millions of dollars as a day trader for 15 years and now mentoring students who are making $18,000 in a day, to making millions running an online course and coaching business and now mentoring students who are making $70,000 per month. I know how to make money online, but it's time to give back. So I'm going to give away over $10,000 worth of my online day trading and entrepreneur courses for absolutely free. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and I will be running a small budget of advertisements retargeting people who subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now and be on the lookout for that secret advertisement that will give you access to all my programs for free.
All right, folks, not to be a Debbie Downer, the last 2.5 weeks of my life of traveling have been 100% useless and a complete waste of my fucking time. Again, I'm just ready to go home, so let's just talk more so about the trades and mostly how I made a lot of this money. Again, as we talked about in the previous one, CHR, of which I sold extremely early, getting in at 0.0954. And this just went as high as 76 cents, okay? We got in at 9 cents. It went to 76 cents within the next week. So a lot of people just made a shitload of money on this, okay? And I sold my highest sell, I think was at 21 cents. A lot of people made a lot of money. Super excited. A bunch of people in the Krypton group made bank. Bahadur, who was one of the mods in our group, he made 200,000 USD this month. So these are just the results. If you're not inside of the Discord, there'll be a link below. It's absolutely free to join. But this is our exclusive group for only people who are in the Krypton course can actually come in here and discuss whatever the chat results and testimonials. You can see he made 172,000 pounds in the last 30 days. That's absolutely insane. I did not make that much. I made about 100,000 USD and I made about 75,000 of it within the last 30 days. So super pumped to see a lot of students coming in here doing as well. I'm actually going to interview Bahadur shortly, talk about his trades, what he's been up to. He's been a Krypton student since day one, since we launched. He's also a mod in here, so super pumped to see that. CHR, what a fucking move. This is a perfect kryptonite pattern that I talk about in the Krypton course and exactly why we get in those as well. But two more that were coming up, which I made most of my money this week from the $35,000 video that we did last time, and then a $43,000 day that I just had was mostly due to Cocos and NBS, of which I just sold. You can see my profit for the last 7 days was 75,000. My account's up at all-time highs of 325,000. When I was sleeping, I believe it was at about 350,000, and then everything just kind of ate shit, so I probably just gave back at least 25,000 off the top, and my 30-day P&L is at about 92,000. So I can't complain. I added a little bit too high. Let's take a look at Cocos, which I just sold, unfortunately, because I did add too high and I kind of fucked my risk reward by adding in. But when we look at the daily chart here, I had initially started buying in the 80s over here, stopped out like 5 times, and then got back in on this breakout here, and we capitalized on this big move that went all the way up to the 180s. I started locking in profits along the way this whole time into the 180s. I think my highest sell was like 171, which was my last sell on Cocos, and now this thing is, you know, eating shit off those highs, and it's actually sitting right at support. Now if I didn't add another like $30,000 worth at like 165, I would maybe still be holding. My concern on Cocos now is that it comes all the way back down to 120 to 110, which is the daily chart support, okay? But it could find support at these previous lows, and if I didn't add there, I would maybe be buying here because it's bouncing right off this low here, and these previous highs here, we got a little bit of a spike in volume. So this would actually be potentially a buy, but I actually just stopped out of this at about 145. Sold my entire bag because I'll look to rebuy this if we do retest the daily chart here. But I locked in all my profits on Cocos. I also just locked in all my profits on NBS, of which we started buying into NBS down here at about 18, upwards of 20 cents before this thing went all the way up to 38 cents, almost 100% gainer on NBS. And at one point I had about $100,000 worth of NBS that we can post a screenshot here of when I was holding those positions. But I also locked in most of my gains along the way up because I don't know what's going to happen with any of these positions ever. CHR, obviously, when it was at 9 cents, I had no idea it was going to go to 70, 80 cents within that week. But a lot of times you don't see nothing happen, okay? What happened last time this went up on MBS? It had this massive spike and then ate shit all the way back down to 9 cents. So if you don't lock in gains on probably like 90% of the trades you make, you're gonna regret not locking in gains because a lot of times it's very easy to give back profits. And if you never lock in profits, you're never gonna make any money and you're never gonna have additional capital to move forward with. So I'm always locking in profits on the way up because I have no idea what any of these are gonna do. I'm not a fanboy. I don't rely on hope and be like, this is the one that's gonna make the 1000% return. I look at each one the exact same way. I look at the chart, I play it as it happens, and I lock in profits on the way up. And if it doesn't work out, I cut my losses so I don't lose money because I fucking hate losing money. All I focus on is capital preservation and survival. And if I get profits, I get them and I take them and I put them in my pocket and I'm gonna go spend them later on something else and try to get more profits. I don't rely on hope for anything, but both of these, Cocos and NBS, as of right now, both very short-lived breakout patterns that I was able to, make about $75,000 on. I could have made a lot more. Like I said, my account's probably about $25,000 at the top, and currently it's sitting at about $325,000. I guess we could look at the actual number of what we're at. It says my account's at $0. Okay, I don't know why it says that. Maybe I was hacked. Okay, you never know. But that would be awful. The last I checked, and this screenshot was after I sold those positions, is $325,000. So still sitting pretty good. What I'm still long now is CTSI, which is breaking out as we speak, up 9%. As everything else is kind of eating shit, CTSI, daily chart, looking smoking hot. Bought right off the dip, right off the 13 and 20. Just like I said on Cocos and MBS, I would love to see these pull back to the 13 and 20 because that's where I feel the most comfortable buying on the dips. And that's where I'm going to have the highest risk reward, both on Cocos and MBS. And I'm also concerned because a lot of times after you see rallies, these things are just kind of like a magnet right into those zones. And a lot of people buy on the dip a little bit too early. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, once these things are down here, they're selling and I'm buying that dip from there. It's hard to say. Multiple times this thing dipped intraday and then bounced right back up. And it could potentially do that right now again. But I'm up solid. I don't want to risk that happening. I would rather sell my profit here. If this consolidates, I can rebuy and take advantage of a short-term gain right here. If this pulls back all the way down here and all of a sudden I give back, $30,000, I'm going to be pretty fucking pissed, right? I'm not going to be comfortable buying down here if I'm still holding positions that I added up here. Okay, so it's all about risk reward. Once you fuck up your risk reward in the levels and things start pulling back into levels where you should be buying, but you bought too high and your risk reward is fucked, your mindset isn't like, ooh, this is a good time to buy. Your mindset is like, fuck, I am down massively right now. I don't have the balls or the courage or the solid risk reward to buy here. Because what if you buy down here and it keeps dropping? Then you're really fucked. Once your risk reward is fucked, your mindset's fucked, and you don't have the confidence and the rational ability to make the proper decisions. So I would rather protect myself, sell out of these positions. I got my profits, my account's at all-time closing, no positions, closing highs, right? Obviously, when you're in an open position, things go up and down, your account's all over the place. So right now, I'm basically, mostly cash. I just have XRP and CTSI. My two bigger positions were MBS and Cocos, and now I'm out of those. But CTSI, look at this thing. Here we go. Are we breaking? We're breaking! Let's go, baby! I think I have about $52,000 worth of CTSI currently. Not sure why my account won't load and show me the actual data. But overall, not a bad week. $75,000 on the week. That's a lot of fucking cash. I'm happy with the trades overall. KNC is another one. Kyber Networks is another one. This is a kryptonite pattern. If we do break out all-time highs, this could definitely see some massive moves. I did try to buy into this breakout. I stopped out. Didn't go. Look what happens if you try to buy into a breakout and sometimes it doesn't work. You're like, well, just hold on to it. What happens? Next thing you know, you're down like fucking 50% from $2.50 to $1.30. I have no desire to put myself in that kind of position. A lot of people in the crypto world are all fucking on crypto. This is going up forever. You don't know that. Why put yourself in a position where you're down 50%? It's very dangerous. It's not a long-term good strategy. I would rather, okay, it doesn't work out. I maybe lose 5%. 3% and sell up here rather than, you know, wait for it to go negative 50%. And they're like, oh, I told you it's gonna come back up. You don't know fucking shit, bro. Even it goes back up 300% from here. The way I look at things, I never allow myself to be in a negative 50% position because that's how people blow their accounts up. If you're negative 50%, your mindset is fucked. I don't like to do that. I look at everything short term. So right now, KNC, I'll just buy back in. I'm not gonna risk negative 50%. If it doesn't work out the way I want immediately, I'm out. What's the problem with that? I got commitment issues. Maybe that's why I'm still single, but that's why I still have a big crypto account and don't lose my money. Because I can continually fight to see another day. If one doesn't start working out, I can sell it and put my money right into a better looking position immediately, right? I'm extremely liquid and extremely quick with my decision making. So overall, not a bad week. Fuck, I just want to go home. Can I go home to Bali, please? Fuck my life. What a waste of a 2.5 weeks. Even if I made, you know, a pretty good amount of money, I don't fucking care. It doesn't change my mind. Fuck, I don't even care. Fuck money. I just want to go home and go surf, hang out with the homies, get out of stupid hotels, have a good time. But anyways, I digress. Being a little negative Nancy, I'm just hungover and I like being hungover. So if you want to learn how to make bank utilizing the strategies I've been using in the stock market for 16 years and now utilizing them in the crypto space in a strategy I call Krypton, there's gonna be a link below, free 30-minute video detailing exactly why this system I'm using is so simple and very simplistic. It's not a fucking, here's why Cardano's going to $300. Shut the fuck up. That is dumb. That is clickbait for fucking YouTube. I'm gonna show you a practical approach to make $75,000 in a week, walk away, be done, cash in your pocket, don't fucking stress about anything else. And if another opportunity comes up, you take that cash and profits that you made and put it in there. No stress. Who fucking cares what this project is? Make 75K in a week. I don't even know what these companies do or coins do. So that's the way I trade. This is the way I look at things. I look at things with no emotions, only practical thinking, rational thinking, in and out, walk away, wham bam, thank you ma'am, done and fucking done. Also, if you want to get in the Telegram, Wolf Alerts, real-time buys and sells for all my trades. I don't recommend following these trades, but this is going to show you exactly what I'm personally doing with my money, just strictly for educational purposes. The only point of the Wolf Alerts is to show you me actually utilizing the system that I teach inside of Krypton. I'm going to teach you everything I know, the strategy inside of Krypton. Then I'm going to show you me personally using exactly what I taught you in the Wolf Alerts. Very simple. Sign up for both. Would love to have you be part of the team. Join the Discord. Boom, boom. That's all I got to say. Peace. See you guys in the next one. I did not want to make that YouTube video, but I felt like, you know, making 75K in a week, you had to. But I'm just, you know, all I really want to do is go home. What can I say?